guys. All right, so I'm going to present to you your science challenge. You have till Thursday to do it, okay? First, I'm going to review a couple things we already talked about. But the Isabels, you guys were in Florida while we talked about it, so it might be new to you. So first we're going to talk about genes. Not like jeans that you wear on your legs, but genes. It's spelled like this, G-E-N-E-S. It's actually what makes all of us have different characteristics or traits, like what color our hair is, or what color our eyes are, or if we have dimples, or if we have, they call it a cleft chin. You could also call it a butt chin if you chose to. So your genes are what make those things happen in different people. Everyone has two sets. You have one set from your mom and you have one set from your dad. And they combine and it makes you look kind of what you look like or how you are. So what does that have to do with science? Okay, so things that we can kind of talk about with genes that are interesting are we can predict or we can make an educated guess or a hypothesis as to what someone's eye color would be, like a baby. So let's say you have a mom and you have the dad, right? They're married, they love each other so much, and they are going to have a baby. We can look at the eye color of the mom and the eye color of the dad, and we can make an educated guess or a prediction or a hypothesis as to what color eyes the baby will have. So our challenge is going to explain how to do this. Okay, so let's say that we have a mom and she has brown eyes. Okay, so there's two different types of genes. When we talk about, we're going to go back to the genes for a minute. There's two different types. There's dominant and recessive genes. Dominant genes always win. So if your mom has a dominant gene and your dad has a recessive gene, you're going to get your mom's gene. So if your mom has red hair and your dad has green hair, no one has green hair except like Kermit the Frog. I don't even think he has hair. Anyway, if the red hair is dominant, it's going to beat out the green and you're going to have red hair. Dominant always wins. And recessive only wins if both your mom and your dad have recessive. So this is what I'm talking about. When we talk about eye color, let's say that your mom, we're going to use the letter B to talk about eye color. Big B means brown. Brown eyes are always dominant. The big B is always dominant, okay? And so your mom has two, everybody has two genes, right? So she has one dominant from her mom and she has another dominant from her dad. So she has two dominant brown-eyed genes, okay? So we would say that she has this. I think I need to be on this side. I don't know if you can see that. So we would say she has this. It would be that mom equals big B, big B. Okay, so that's for the mom. And then we would say, okay, what about the dad? Well, the dad actually has blue eyes. So dad has two little B's. Blue eyes are recessive, okay? So, dad has B, B, which are recessive genes. So now we're going to mix this mom with the dad, and we're going to see what the eye color of the baby would be. So to do that, we're going to make a Punnett square. I know, it sounds very exciting. Everybody relax. Punnett square. It's named after the guy that thought of it. So like normally if you invent something, it gets named for you. I don't know anything named after me yet. Maybe one day. This is how you spell it, Punnett. Okay? So in order to do so, you make a square and you divide it into 4 parts. And then we're gonna put the mom on top. She has 2 big B's. And we're gonna put the dad here. He has 2 little B's. Okay, now you just match up each square. So in this square, we would have a big B, little b. And in this one, we would have big B, little b. Same in this one and this one. It's just the way that this one works out. So it would be like this. If I was gonna fill out this whole Punnett square, it would look like this. So in this case, because there's a big B in each of these choices, the baby will always have brown eyes. This mom and dad can't have a baby with blue eyes. It would be impossible. So if I said, hey, what's the probability of this mom and dad having a baby with brown eyes? We would say, it's all of them, right? So the probability would be 100%, right? Or how many options do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, and how many of them have brown eyes? 4. So it would be 4 over 4. Or if we wrote it as a ratio, it would be 4 to 4. Okay, so that's our example. And it always has brown because it has the big B, which is dominant. If you see a big B, it always beats out the little one. And it means they'll always have brown eyes. So my challenge to you is, let's say that we have the mom. This mom also has brown eyes, but she has a big B and a little b. So she has brown eyes because it wins, right? But she also has this trait, but we don't see the blue eye trait, we see the brown eye trait because it wins. So this mom has brown eyes. But hidden inside of her, she has this gene for blue eyes, but we don't see that. And she marries a dad, right? She marries her husband and they're gonna become a mom and dad, and the husband has blue eyes. So he has 2 little B's. If you have blue eyes, you always have 2 little B's. Okay? So they're gonna have a baby. So what I want you to do is draw your Punnett square and fill it in with the eye color of what their baby would be, okay? And then I want you to tell me, what is the probability that this baby will have blue eyes? What's the probability? You can give it to me in a fraction, a percentage, or a ratio, okay? If you have any questions, let me know, because I think it can be a little bit confusing since it's our first time kind of really learning it. Anyway, enjoy your Punnett squaring. Oh, and happy Easter.